I decided to remake the video that I made. I think I started filming around 9:30. It took me about an hour to get everything organized and find everything. And I was missing a few things that I use and that I recommend. And that's the bird in the background. Sophia, the Quaker parrot, just from here. I don't know if... There she is. On top of her cage. Oh, she's getting a little shy now. She doesn't know what this is. It's a camera, baby bird. Anyway, that's that. I hope she'll stay quiet, because I'm just in the dining room right now. And I have everything set up here. All the products that I have, on the products that I use right now, instead of this other stuff over here on this side of the table. I'm not going to go into this stuff because I don't really use it that often. But I think I'll start off with the Fluval, the filter that I have. It is a Fluval power filter. I think it's called Aqua Clear. And it is rated for a 30-gallon tank. And with that filter, it does use 3 different filter media inserts. The first stage, which is the mechanical stage, I'm not going to go through everything like in detail because I want to save time. But the first stage is going to be this. This is the Fluval foam insert. That's going to remove larger debris, decomposing matter that's floating around that is filtered in. The next stage, you know, going from the bottom of the going through the bottom to the top of the basket in the well is the next stage is the carbon insert, and that's going to remove any odors, any impurities, and help make your water nice and crystal clear. This is what it looks like. It's in the bag. I don't want to take it out because it's so dusty and dirty, and I don't want to get carbon dust everywhere on this tablecloth. This is what the foam looks like, by the way. Which is going to be on the very top of the basket is the Biomax insert. But this is what it looks like, and this is where the beneficial bacteria colony, your biological filter, this is where that will take place. The beneficial bacteria will grow in this and help you regulate and remove ammonia. I think it's ammonia. I know it's ammonia. Yeah, ammonia remover filter. Anyway, it does help with ammonia and nitrite reduction. That's what it says on the box, and it does work very, very well. The only thing is with this Fluval power filter, you don't want to replace all 3 of these filter media inserts all at once, because it's going to disrupt the biological filter, and it's going to have to start over from a fresh start, and it can lead to ammonia spikes, nitrite spikes, and nitrate spikes. So I do my best to have a regular schedule when I change the foam insert, the carbon insert, and the Biomax insert. I do them separately throughout the month when they need to be changed. The next part I'm going to get into, water conditioners. The one that I was missing the other day is this Seachem Prime. It's a water conditioner. You can use this for both marine and freshwater aquariums. Besides removing chlorine and chloramine from your tap water, it does detoxify ammonia nitrite a nitrate. I really love this. I swear by it. I'm not sponsoring any of these products, but I just really, really love them. Seachem Prime, if you can find it, you can find it at PetSmart. I'm not sure about Petco. I didn't find this at Pet Supplies Plus when I went there to get hamster bedding for Biscuit. But this is Prime. It's really good stuff. It was on sale today for, I think it was $15.99 or something like that. It's usually about $20 or more. I don't remember. But that's that. The next best water conditioner is made by API. It's called Stress Coat. I do like this. If I don't have Prime on hand, I will use this. The only difference is that it does not remove ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates. That's the only difference. But it does have aloe vera, which can help reduce stress, replace and repair the slime coat of your fish or other critters that you have in your tank. Out of Prime, that's why I got a little bottle, because I was planning on getting another bottle of Prime. The next one, which is another Seachem product, is this stuff. It's Seachem Stability, and it's great for when you're trying to establish a brand new tank for freshwater or marine. That biological filter a lot quicker than without any kind of beneficial bacteria supplement. So that's it for I guess water conditioners and beneficial bacteria. I'll just a really quick review on what I use to take care of my plants. I do have Anubias plants in there and a cryptocorin plant in there. I think I have a few of those. I do, well, I mean, I've had this for a while. It's probably expired. I probably won't use it anymore if it is. But it's just a CO2 booster, a really good source of a liquid carbon that the plant uses to help boost vibrant leaves and healthy lush green leaves. It is pretty concentrated. I only use about 2 milliliters for this. The second one is also made by API, API Leaf Zone. This is just aquarium plant food. It does have some really good trace nutrients. The other product that I don't have here with me, I'm going to move you up. The other product that I have that I've used in the past that I don't have, I think it's also made by API. They're root tabs, and they're little tablets. They're not very large, and what you do with them, you bury them in the substrate, so it's gonna break down, so that the plants can absorb those nutrients. I did notice a huge difference when I used the root tabs. I've used API root tabs and the Seachem I think it's Flourish root tabs. I've used both of those. I did prefer the Flourish, the Seachem product over API. I did notice a lot more growth and just healthy plant overall when I used the Flourish tabs. So if you can find that, and if you have a planted aquarium, or if you're thinking about getting putting some live plants in your aquarium, I highly recommend that, especially when you're putting in new plants. It's very good for that. So that's it for the plant stuff. I'm gonna get into, I think I'll get into food now, because that'll be a little bit quicker. I do have some tetras in there. I have some red minor tetras. it's another kind of Tetra. I used to have 5 of them, but unfortunately they not all of them have made it. I think I have 2 right now. So when I do get back into doing more tank maintenance on the tank, and the biological filter is healthy, and I don't have nitrate problems, because my nitrates are incredibly high. I'll get into that in a little bit once they get to the water test spiel. But for food, I do use API Tropical Greens. This is in flake form. Looks like that, just regular old flake food. This is really good. It does help promote healthy color in your fish, and it is a good source of dietary fiber. That's one thing that I use as far as not frozen food. The other brand that I use to feed them is made by Omega One. These are the color micro pellets. I did buy a new container of that today when I was at PetSmart. That's what it looks like. It has a little spoon. Let me show you the new one. I don't think I've opened this one yet. No, I didn't. So this is what it looks like. They're very small pellets. They're super, super tiny. They're great for fish that have smaller mouths, like tetras, guppies. I have used this I did have a beta in there for a really long time, and she did eat these too. But they're just, they're really great, especially with picky fish that are picky eaters, or that have trouble eating flake food, something that's like too large for them to fit in their mouths. So that's that. I do feed them frozen food every now and then, especially for my 3 African dwarf frogs. I feed those guys the frozen bloodworms, and every now and then I'll feed them brine shrimp, frozen. I don't feed live. And I've used both the regular frozen brine shrimp and the spirulina brine shrimp, and they do really love that. They go crazy when I feed them the bloodworms, and I think it's the brand is Omega One, and it's just the quality of the product itself is very, very good. I'm very happy with it. The amount of the bloodworms that are in each cube, because they do come in a tray. It's foil sealed. The cubes have a lot of bloodworms for each cube when you thaw it out before feeding. I used to have, I think, 2 or 3 of them. Only 1 is still left in there. And I do have a bumblebee cat in there. I had 3, but there's only 1 surviving, and I think they've been in there for about like 6 years. So they've been in there for a while. But for those guys, I have a lot of Omega One products. Again, I'm not sponsoring, I just really like the product itself. There's a moth. Sorry. Omega One shrimp pellets. These are sinking pellets. They look like this. And I don't give them very many of these. I'll only put like, I don't know, a small pinch. I don't feed any of my fish every single day. It's just too much food. And anything that's uneaten is going to sink down at the bottom. It's going to break down. You could, excess food and uneaten food at the bottom can encourage ammonia spikes and nitrite spikes and nitrate spikes, which, nitrates, a high level of nitrates can can lead to excess algae blooms. That's what I'm dealing with right now. I have to scrub it very often. Anyway, that's that. The other one is another omega-1 product for my pleco. It's a clown pleco that I've had for about 3 years. I used to have the veggie rounds by the same product. They're like round circular, they kind of look like biscuits. Oh, there goes the phone. Oh, CVS Pharmacy. That can go to voicemail. Omega-1. These are the veggie kelp pellets. They're very small and they're sinking as well. And it looks like this. As you see, I have a huge container. I don't think I should have gotten such a big container because I won't be able to use it before it expires. And I only feed a very small amount again, and I don't feed them. I don't use this every day. And the catfish, they do really like this as well. So it's just a really good, thing for all of my bottom feeders to have. Some of my other fish in there, the middle swimming fish and the top, my top swimmers, they do eat this as well because it is really small, and that's okay. I'm alright with that. It's good for them. That's it for fish food. I'll go into, I guess, what I use to scrub the algae off my tank. One of those products is in the tank right now. It's one of those magnetic cleaners that you can stick on, like, one part, the scrubby part goes inside the tank, and then the other part is on the outside. You just kind of, scrub from the outside without having to get your hands wet. That's really handy. I like that. But for things that are a little bit more difficult to clean, such as the tank hood, the glass, it does get a lot of condensation on the inside of the glass hood, and it also gets pretty gross with algae. I used to use a toothbrush because I couldn't find my scrubbing pads, but this is the one that I use. It does come with two of them. This is more like a foam. It's softer, and then this is the scrubby pad. It basically looks like the top part, the scrubby part of a kitchen sponge. This is a top fin brand. I do like these. I used to get the small rectangular white scrubby pads that were available at PetSmart. I haven't been able to find them, so I don't know if they carry them still. But any kind of scrubbing pad for like algae scrubbing, any of that's going to be good. I just wouldn't use like a kitchen sponge. I don't know what they use in that because it does smell kind of funky when you open up a new sponge package. I just don't. I try to keep everything that I use for cleaning purposes for fish, except for toothbrushes. I do have a toothbrush. I don't have it on here with me. It's just an old toothbrush. A hand towel. Like just a normal used hand towel that you can find in the bathroom or a closet. So I have this. I don't think I'm going to get into the airline tubing. It's a silicone airline tubing that I got at PetSmart. I think it's made by Top Fin. It's just airline tubing, guys. So I'm not going to get into that. The Freshwater Master Test Kit made by API. This is a really, really good product to have. I don't like taking a water sample from my tank and then driving all the way to PetSmart or wherever to get my water tested. I'd rather just test my water at home. I don't know. You guys might feel differently about that. Maybe you like going somewhere and having people test your water for you. It is easy. I know PetSmart does that for free, and they use the strips instead of a master test kit like this one. I don't remember how much this was. I just know that it was pretty expensive, but it's worth it. It does have 2 different pH test solutions in here for just regular pH, and also high range pH test kit, test solution. It does have an ammonia test solution. There's 2 of them that you use in the test tubes, and also it tests nitrite, and I believe there are 2 solutions for that too. Yes, there is. There's solution number 1 and solution number 2 for nitrates. Nitrite solution, there's only one of them. It's this guy right here, and it does come with 4 glass test tubes when you're doing a water test. I really like this. The directions are incredibly easy to follow and read, and it does come with a a chart when you do the water test, so you know where you're at. It's very easy to read, and the colors are very easy to on this chart. It's very easy to use when you're doing a water test. But the inside of the booklet, the directions are so simple. It sounds like it's a big, huge process. It really isn't. It's so easy to use. And even on the the solutions, they tell you on the bottle how many drops you need to use. So like for this regular pH test, you need to use, it says add 3. So it's incredibly easy to use. It's I really love it. I can't live without it. And that's that. I'm gonna wrap this video up because I don't want it to be too long, unlike the last video. I'm not really gonna get into what I use for water changing, except for it's made by Top Fin. It's just the gravel vacuum, the siphon that you pump. You put it's in the bucket. You put this end into the tank, and then you squeeze it until there's, it starts to siphon out water, and you just need a bucket that's clean. This is also, the bucket itself is made by Top Fin, and it does hold up to 2.5 gallons. That's what I use for water changing, and that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna wrap it up. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. If there's anything that I could do better, or something else that you'd like to see when I make my videos, let me know in the comment section. You guys can follow me on Twitter at PingsPets207, or you can follow my my Facebook blog, PingsPets. You guys can find all my stuff there too. They're still in the baby stages, but I'm working on that and developing those two things as time goes on. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you next time.